got a couple things to go over, which one is going to be, we're going to be in the constellation, grinding for the constellation's end here. I haven't done that on all the guns. I've only done it on one so far, so I'm going to have to do this on all the ones I kind of want it on. This ain't going to be a one-day thing because literally it took me, I think it was nearly 24 hours just to get it from, I think, here to here on just one of the guns. Because it takes forever. So you can see it says 200,000 and 250,000. So you'd think it would be, as soon as this is done, this keeps to 200,000, you just go to the 50,000 extra. No. Soon as you get from this one, which will say 100,000, oh, it's 150,000 weapon XP, okay? Easy to get. It resets completely when it comes to this one, and you have to grind out the full 200,000. And then it resets again, and you have to grind out the full 250,000. Then it resets again, and you have to grind out the full 300,000 XP. So, yeah, it's mind-stakingly, brain-dead staking, brain cell killing, because you can't with these lobbies, man. Like, I have to if I want the camo and a gun, but because of how bad the games, how do I put this? Where it tries to equivalate the skill to the enemy team is so off. It's not even funny. Yesterday, I was playing Search and Destroy, had, I think it was like 3 or 4 good matches in a row. I didn't get to stream it, but I had 3 or 4 in a row. And then the next matches, I would die to something stupid, like I was shooting cheesecakes out of my gun into a fat kid's belly, and they just would not go down, and I would die. On top of that, I would get teammates that would not make the smartest of plays. And what do I mean by this? Okay, so imagine you're in a gunfight. You're behind a car, the enemy is behind a car, across from you. You're both looking at each other. You took a little bit of damage where you had to run behind the car. Okay? You didn't heal off all the way yet. You know the enemy is there. You know he's peeking you. Do you A, choose to stay behind cover, give as little of you as possible, and try to shoot back? Or B, do you go sprinting towards them? Okay? The correct answer is A. You give as little of yourself as possible and shoot back. Especially being aggressive, you get peeker's advantage, so if you was to strafe out on that cover real quickly, start shooting a strafe back in if you don't get the kill, the 250 milliseconds it takes for them to react upon them seeing you on the screen, you have a chance. Compared to literally just running completely out of cover, which is option B, running out of cover and directly towards them out in the open as they have cover, and you're trying to shoot them where now you can only hit their head, so if your aim is terrible, you're screwed. And that's option B is what I was seeing yesterday. People would take damage, running behind cover, wait like 2 seconds where their screen is still partially red where it's not healed up all the way, and then immediately start bum rushing them out in the open with the dude hiding behind a car already holding an angle that actually has cover. That's what my team was yesterday. Okay? After those 4 good matches. So I don't know where in COD's detail, when they do their game balancing, am I ever a player who does that. I think even at the beginning of this game when it released, even all the way back to like OG COD 4 Modern Warfare, I've never been that type of player. So through every server file, every time they twist and bend it, maybe reset it or bring it to a new game, I've never been that player. So, COD, if we're doing balancing, why is my team that player? So the way I feel balancing should work is my team should be equal, if not better, than what I am by just a slight margin. So if I'm a player who just really is trash, I shouldn't get tryhards on my team because I'm lowering that gap for them. Maybe I'm a player who will die off, leaving the team unbalanced, and then the enemy team could be equal to that player's level of skill, which now he has to compete against his own level of skill while having not that level of skill on his team. And that's very unfair balancing. It's the game literally trying to force that player to have a bad time than it is actually balancing the matches of the player. And you can't say, well, okay, they could just base it off KD. No, they can't. Because what they've done with Modern Warfare 2, what they're going to do with Black Ops 6, is even your average worker who doesn't care about the game, that just comes back to play it just on a casual basis, not even on a sweat mode, will have a 1.0 KD. They're forcing everyone, even your pros and your trash players, to be at a 1.0 KD. This means everyone is entwined with everyone, but the downside to that is that's not always the case, because I could be we'll say on average, 1.8 KD player, 2.0 KD player, right? Being forced down to a 1 KD, now being placed with 1 KD or less players, and then the enemy team could actually be a full stack of players that actually is a 2.0 KD. And if I'm supposed to be in the lobby with them and my team isn't, now I'm screwed because they're going to get wrecked. And now I'm going to have to 1v6 my equal KD counterparts who are actually going to be just as good as me. And if that happens, more than likely, I can get bum rushed. And what does that mean is I'm going to have to be one player shooting 4 players, one spot at the same time. And that's just physically impossible, because as I'm shooting one, the other 3 is going to be shooting me. So, COD needs to work on that. And if it's not that, you get your fucking engagement-based bullshit that happens live during game. As in, like, if you go into a game, you'll notice your gun works one way 1 second and another a minute later, right? Like, you can run into the same player, use the same loadout as each other, and you'll notice, like, your first combat engagement, he might die in 3 bullets. Does that for a good minute, and then you'll start noticing he starts eating 4 or 6. And then when it starts feeling like you're having a bad time because you're dying a little too much, it might take you back down to 3, where it takes 3 to kill him. Yeah, it does that live. That is bullshit. I don't care how bad that enemy player is. They should learn to get better at the game and not get their hand held by the game to let them get a kill. Because you know how many matches I get thrown into where people think they're like, oh, I'm fucking good, you all, and literally saying all are trash. But 1, they're eating my bullets like they're marshmallows and killing me. Or B, I'm just thrown in with a really bad stack of a team, and it's me having to 1v6. So either I'm leaving a teammate to 1v6 because of marshmallows, so I'm dead, and this dude gets to be last alive because of marshmallows, right? Or B, it's me being left alone because A, they either got ate like marshmallows, or B, the team was just actually trash, and I'm last alive. So it is painstakingly pain in this game to go for this camo, okay? They need to please bring an update here and update BO6 before release to remove these bullshit ass like countermeasures, right? That is bullshit, because it shouldn't be holding someone's hand. They should learn to actually get better. And I get it, people come home from work and say like, this sweat, man, but you could actually just put forth just a little bit of brain power, man, and just understand, like, don't go running out on combat situations you don't need to, and you would be a little bit better and still have a little bit of fun at the game. Especially, like, when kids want to go pro, right? And I mean literally want to go pro, get paid for playing a Call of Duty title, it's kind of hard to do so whenever they just keep having this, and it's like a lump on the chin, because if they don't even expect this in game or don't believe it's in the game, they're just gonna base it on their own skill level. Like, I was trash, even though the dude ate like 6 bullets when at first it only took 2 or 3, right? They don't realize it. So yeah, it's complete garbage, guys, that this is even in a Call of Duty title. Now, they can make the statement, oh, it was in older games, just not as hard. Well, if it was in older games, then why did I not have this issue? Because literally, I could go play COD, we'll just say COD for Modern Warfare 2, as the OG, not the one that released last year. I could play MW3, not the one we're on now, but the OG, right? Didn't have that headache problem. If I actually got beat, it was due to actually either someone was just camping way too hard and really good at camping, or B, I was actually trash compared to nowadays where I could actually be an okay player. My regular KD for most CODs is a 1.8 KD to 2.0. That's not a joke. Rainbow Six Siege, a game that's supposedly harder than this game. I think it was like a 1.8 or a 1.9 KD. And now I'm stuck down to an easy 1.0 or less. Same with my win-loss. Like, older Call of Duties, my win-loss was always over 1.0. Now my win-loss is actually below it because of skill-based matchmaking and engagement-based, what is it? It's like EOMM. I'm not going to call it engagement optimizing matchmaking, which I believe is what it's called, because that has to go into the matchmaking as it's setting up a match. No. This is like tuning your game while playing. So while you're in the middle of a match, it does that. And then on top of that, you do have outcomes where it's supposed to say, like, okay, this player runs these routes, this one does this is the time it's supposed to die. That does happen too. But being able to go from killing people in 3 bullets to now using 6 bullets is kind of crazy. Okay? Especially when you get in gunfights where they kill you, it seems like in 2 bullets. I'm not joking. It's like doot doot and you're dead on your screen. But on their screen, it's like doot 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 doot, which is bullshit. Because that's not what happened. Okay, same as like a sniper killing me the other day, where I literally watched a kill cam for it. Because I was like, did he actually fucking hit me? What angle did he use? He missed. Completely missed. And it said he killed me. So, to put in perspective, I forget the name of the map, but I came out of downstairs, kind of like bookstore, which has the upstairs where A would be. I came out of that and was running left to go to that little tunnel side that has the stairwell that goes up into A side, where people like to head glitch. Okay? He came out of B, which is in their spawn, which is right behind me, through a door, but the way I went through the alley. So I seen him and cut right and hugged the wall to the right, which would make an alley where he's looking to be a wall. He strafes over, glimpses me for a split second. I mean, for a split second. Moves his aim to the right, over flicks, and aims onto the wall next to me. Shoots, hits the wall, and I fall over dead. So either A, I have some type of Casper the Friendly Ghost of myself following me that is a direct link to me, or B, the game actually just wants to give him the kill. Okay, which is absolutely garbage. But I do like the Constellation camo look here. I have a camo, it's kind of okay as well with this. If you're wondering what STG blueprint this is, I'll show you where to get it, and you do have to get the $30 Battle Pass, okay? But let's show you guys the other camo. It's under the events camo. It's the one I'm running right now. It's this one, okay? Terminus. I completed it yesterday, kind of like semi-early off into my day, and ended up using it on my guns. It's a cool looking camo when you mix it with this background, but on some of the other guns, which I did put it on just because it is the event camo, kind of doesn't really go good. Like, I did do it on a knife or two. You'll see that coming up in a minute. Like, even this looks okay. And it's the, I called it the Primordial, but it's actually this MCW right here. Glacial Cold. Came with the Godzilla packs. Built my own version of that when it feels a little bit better in game. But this is one to show you. This also doesn't look as good, especially with the blurry background. It comes from, you know, the Battle Pass version of this that you pay $30 for. I haven't put it on this sword yet, but we'll see what it looks like. Events, head over, click on this, and that's what it looks like. It looks pretty okay, but again, it's just like little miniature explosions everywhere compared to being something that looks completely good, but we'll run it. Same as this one, I put it on it. You can see it looks like that. Not really the best looking camo out there for animated. They could have done a little bit better. Less explosions, let it cover, turning black with the red outline that touches each other, but a little bit less explosions, right? So that way it actually makes a line somewhere onto the gun and looks a lot better. Would have been a little bit better for my thing there. See, that one doesn't look too bad. This one, again, explosions everywhere. That doesn't look too bad, but it still is explosions everywhere. Explosions everywhere. Oh, I didn't put it on this yet. I forgot to do it. Events and bloop. Because I will be later to show you. I haven't grinded out all the way over to this yet. Or this one. I've gotten this on on the ones I like. I just haven't got this on them yet for all of them, or this. So that's what I'm saying. I'm having to grind from here up for most of my weapons, which we'll get into in a bit, but I just wanted to show you that. Same as, like, I threw a different camo on this one because it looks really good, and to show you this is the one I did happen to grind for it on, right? Because it's the easiest gun in the game. It's literally a fucking crutch. Anyone that says otherwise is not the smartest in the game, let's be honest, because this is meta. Even though it had a little bit of a movement nerf, it's still meta. Okay? And when I say a little bit of a movement nerf, I mean, I think a knife now kind of outbeats it a little bit, but it's still pretty quick, right? And still minimal recoil, okay? Just showing that. And this isn't the build I have now, which is not even set for, like, reducing recoil. Literally, like, this is movement speed, sprint speed, aim down sight speed, aim walking speed, right? This actually just gives me gun kick control, which is recoil, and recoil control, which is also recoil as well. That's the, I think, only thing here that is going to be doing that. Then we have crouch movement speed and aim walking movement speed. This could actually be changed to whatever one that actually does just the sprint speed again. Unless they actually just rework that. It might just be a rework. Oh no, this is the movement speed one. You could do this one if you wanted, which is what most people run. So again, this is going to be even more movement speed compared to what I'm using. So I'm probably going to switch that because, yeah. I kind of like this one because it has the skin, but no, we're going to be switching over to this. We want that sprint speed. So we can actually move faster again. And then the stock again is going to be movement speed and done. Apart from, if you guys want, you don't have to run the 40 round. I'm not going to be running the 40 round mag out of this. I'm actually probably going to be running a grip and do it for more recoil control. So like gun kick, recoil control here. Throw on that, and bada bing, that is probably going to be your gun. Yeah, because it's still minimal recoil, but I also get that good old movement speed back. Right? Oh god, that feels pretty quick. Really quick, actually. There we go. So that is going to be what we run. Good old movement, right? Actually, Gunsmith, I'm going to go ahead and rename you Bipolar. Okay, because again, it changes, as you can see. That's why it's bipolar, by the way, is why I named it that. It's like many different attitudes, but this time it's colors. If attitude was a color. But, however, I didn't add it to this. I done this on this one, but let's see what that event camo would look like on this from the... Okay, not bad. Okay. I haven't even done the knives on this, so I haven't even got that unlocked yet. But, like, being able to get this would just rainbow my knife, man, a lot. And then even that looks pretty dull, actually, this time. The black looks great, because that makes the blue pop more, but there, we'll do that. So it doesn't look too bad. Better on everything. I did make a version of these guys, which is kind of okay. Now, I don't know the exact one to use, because I was looking at it, and I was like, okay, which one do people actually use when they make this? Because I really don't know. I was trying to make it so I can counter it, but I really don't know exactly which ones people use. That basically one-shot everything. Now, I've noticed some people will do, what's it called? The Dragon's Breath version, which is pretty cool. And that's why I'm also using the, other thing. I mean, oh, I have to remove the semi-automatic capability for that part. But, yeah, so we got Dragon's Breath, got that. This is the version of it I'm using. Which, yes, I named it Z-Laner's Dream because of the fact of, like, I'm just gotta mess with Z-Laner at this point. But I also made instead of a movement-based version, I was trying to make, like, a beam version. One that, like, lets you have 0 recoil. But this gun is just so crazy, because even with stuff that helps with recoil, like, look how high that climbs. So you can see it starts here and makes a left, kind of. It goes up and then shoots to the left. So I have to kind of go down and pull to the right, I guess, to fix the recoil to this. But even so, it's still, like, at close is easy to beam. But if I'm shooting for something way back there, yeah, good luck, man. Because no, unless you're on mouse and key, that's oof. Or you're really going to have to, like, learn this gun. But, yeah, it's oof. Okay, so I was just trying to make, like, a thing. Hollow's End here is kind of like a Harry Potter reference, guys. I grew up watching Harry Potter, so, yeah, I do kind of like Harry Potter. Let's see. I already done 2 different builds of this, and we got that. So let's see. I haven't checked it out on my version of this, which is neither of these. It's actually, I think it's, oh, dude, I didn't save it? Oh, that is so sad. Okay, I'm gonna have to go fix that. So, instead of having no stock here, it's supposed to have one. It's actually supposed to have this one. I could be wrong. Hold on. I think actually I had this on it. Right? Yeah, I think it was this. Although I just really need to work on controlling the recoil for this a little bit. But I think I had that for the movement speed. I had this, and hold on, bullet velocity, damage range. I think I had one for recoil here instead of that, right? No. Okay, had to be that one. Let's see how this looks now. So again, this is another weapon. I've got this on too that I'm going to be working up to getting this, right? Because, I mean, come on, man. That camo actually looks really, really good. It's fresh. We're going to throw this on. And sky's the limit. The reason it was named that is because it kicked to the sky, right? But now it's going to be kind of a little bit fixed on recoil. It's not the best recoil still, but there we go. The monkey's fist. Let's see what this looks like with the good old... Oh, wait. I have to go to the right, but fuck it. I'll go left, so it's faster. Oops. I think this and this camo should actually be, like, placed up here in the listing at the front, because they're the newest camos, right? Kind of more recent camos. All the recent camos should be at the very front of the list, but GG. That's what the monkey's fist looks like. We'll see what it looks like actually in-game in a minute. To show you guys my MCW build, This is it. Okay, it's actually a really good build. You just run it. Okay, it's pretty okay. I gotta get used to controlling every different gun, but yeah, you can beam the back one. Um, If we go into this is this build, okay, which I called it Skiller Ball, as in take, like, you know, it's no skill, because again, it is a beamer, okay, guys, but it's also when it has less recoil, kills pretty quickly, and I think it's like a 3-tap in multiplayer, as long as you don't have the bullshit happen to you, which I have, where they've eaten 4 rounds out of this and still killed me, which is very, very weird. Okay. Yeah. But usually it's a 3-tap to kill, if it works correctly. We have this, which is going to have a little bit of recoil, which I'll show you the build on right now. This is this build, which will have a little bit of recoil, but it is a one that I can beam those two. It's just this back one. Good luck, right? This is made for, like, if you're pushing up, you're one of those players that kind of do like that, but I got to get used to controlling it again. I used it a little bit on I'm gonna call it the scary game mode, but it's the 2-hour game mode that you play for 2 hours. I changed up this to go from a laser to a jack glass optic, because it kind of already ADS'd kind of fast enough. So it looks like this. Okay, it is kind of a beamer. I say kinda. And this is not even... Okay, so the back one you can't beam on. It'd be this one, and that one you can beam on. And it's not even using the conversion kit, which actually removes all recoil. And the reason for that is like, pin strap could be used, well, prism strap or whatever can be used, but it's not going to take my red look here from the actual one that I paid for out of the store. And that's kind of weird, because I feel like the conversion kits should add on to any store variant that you bought of the weapon. So for instance, like this red variant, I should be able to use on the conversion kit. Any conversion kit version should also be usable on regular versions. I shouldn't have to worry about, like, looks being changed. Alongside every version you buy out of the store should work with any barrel, any optic, any laser, any stock, any rear grip, any magazine, any ammunition, any underbarrel, and any muzzle for that weapon. And they don't. Because to get this one, I think it's actually supposed to be this. I could be wrong. I don't remember the blueprint name. It also could just be one where you don't add it, like you remove the magazine and it's there. Could be one of those. But I should be able to come in here, press square on this, and click whatever version this is, which I called it the Crucible. Let's see what the actual name of this is. So if I was to look for it under here, it's my red version, it's this. So glossed over. Okay. So I should be able to go in here, go here, and instead of having to use this to get glossed over only, I should also be able to click square here and use a 60 round drum version of the glossed over, right? Same with, like, I go here, I go in here, glossed over should be here, but it's not. Okay? Same with, like, here, I should be able to press square, click on glossed over, and have a version of it here too. Now, I understand why they somewhat don't do it, and that's because of file sizes. If they done it for every barrel, you got to think of, like, when this update comes out with this pack, it has to modify this or that. But they could just easily do it as a DLC content as well. So when you do the 2,500 COD points for this pack, or 2,400, my bad, they could do it as a downloadable content version. So that way you're not taking up too much file space again, because you'd have to go download it to use it in the game, which, yes, takes a little bit more time, but anyone that doesn't download it can still pick the weapon up and use it, but be able to go find it in their game. It won't be under their files, right? So that would be kind of cool. That way, if I have this, I can go download it, and it would be for every attachment for this, and I could just download the only ones I buy, right? Would be great. And yes, I would take up space on my console, which I'd have less space for some of the games I have downloaded now that I would have to uninstall, but, you know, I actually wouldn't mind it, because I'd be able to make any gun look how I make it, how I feel, if it's gonna be based off of, like, we'll say meta, or less recoil, or faster fire rate, right? I can make it look like the version of the gun it's supposed to be. Would be great. Alright, those out of the way, let's go play some Search and Destroy. Now, I'm not the best player at Search and Destroy. I will admit that. Like, I'm not, like, what people would call Z-Laner, or anyone from FaZe. I'm not there, okay? But I'm also not super average either. I'm somewhere in between that. It could be on the lower bracket of that. It could be somewhere near the middle of that. But I'm not an average player, like your go to work and not learn the game player. And I'm not a get paid pro league player, we'll say, right? I'm somewhere in the middle spectrum of that type of player. Okay, I'm that player. I just wish other people would be there. Now, the one thing I do disagree with is Call of Duty saying it's hard to catch cheaters. It's actually not. Okay? Again, people can walk and look at a wall. If they're staring at a wall instead of a doorway, even new players that aren't cheating don't stare directly at a wall. Right? I mean, you might when you're running around, but that's at a distance. When I say that, like, they're not going to be sitting in a spot, looking at a wall, and literally tracing someone through it. Their aim is going to be on that doorway that they're supposedly watching, and wait for someone to cross it before they have time to react. They're not going to be looking at the wall and be like, oh, okay, now I need to aim at the doorway because he's pushing it. No. They're automatically going to be at that doorway. So, yeah. It's kind of oof. But I'm going to go ahead and join a chat as well, guys. I almost forgot to do so. I'm going to join a Discord chat. It's actually going to be my Call of Duty Discord chat. So if you guys want to come hang out with me, you can. The Discord is down in the description below. Just click show more. Scroll down to where it says my Discord for Call of Duty. And click into it. And I'm going to be in Search and Destroy 1. Alright. Game base. Go over here. We're going to hit not start party. Here, COD MW's Discord, which is mine, and we are going to go to Search and Destroy 1, S&D 1, join. Alright, so if you guys want to join, I am right there, right now. Now, that'll also remove my mic out of game, so I can no longer gain call-outs, and I can no longer call out to my team, but it'll be fine, man. Maybe I can get some team through the actual, like, YouTube, right? To join into the chat, and we chat here and play together. Now, when you add me, I'll have you add my Activision. I'm not going to allow you guys to add me on PlayStation. I'm already way too high on PlayStation friends at the list at the moment. This is where I'm keeping the list at. I'm adding no more, okay, on PlayStation. And I forgot to switch to be console only, so this is going to be fun. Because we're going to run into cheaters. Okay, now console only, you can still have cheaters. Yeah, you still have it. But we're going for the camo on this gun, so it might make people mad and sweat. Oh, you aimed a little bit to the left, my dude. A little bit to the left. 1v2, where's the other player? Okay, got that. You know where the other dude is? So we got 20 seconds to defuse, brother. And there he is. Yeah. Not a bad player. So right here's a player that I would like on my team at the moment. I don't know how he played at the beginning, but at the end here, pretty smart. Yeah, he missed, but everyone's going to miss. Right? So I'm not going to judge upon him missing. But I don't know how the rest of this team goes. Give me one sec, guys. I'm going to get into the actual comments. I was quickly doing that, and I'm going to have to reload YouTube to do so. As in, on my phone. Oh, I got sniped at spawn. Sorry, team. You're one less player right now, because I'm actually having to get into this, because YouTube wants to be dumb. It doesn't want to auto-update. Sorry about that, guys. Bloop. There we go. The Viking! Hey, what's up there, brother? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining.
Come out with your hands up and no trust.
Again, sorry, team. Did not mean to die at the beginning there.
They planted at Bravo.
So, maybe my team doesn't cover that, especially in the first round, so they already knew it. So I can't really say anything there. Maybe the other team just knows.
Can I give you a superior build?
I already have a superior build, my brother. It's actually, where is it? Right here. I did not need to switch to it. I forgot I'm on console, where I have to do this now. Bloop. And Smith, this is my build for the superior. I'm running it off the blueprint. It's the hair blueprint or whatever, but it's not, which is split ends. And it is the for movement. Oh yeah, mine's low recoil. Low recoil, fast movement is what mine is. If you rewind back in the stream a little bit, you'll actually see where I pulled it out and actually shot it at the shooting range. I'm just using this because I'm trying to gain the camo for it. For the XP camo, the 300k one. And I have a long ways to go for it.
Can you try it, please?
Yeah, I'll do it in a minute. Hold on, I seen that. There's one right here. Oh, teammate, did you? Okay, I guess teammate did. Oh, we had no one go. Okay.
THX.
Yeah, someone. You're welcome. No one ran on the hill. Oh my God, I should have turned around and checked that immediately. That's my fault on that. I should have. Wait. Okay, maybe someone ran through after I died, and then went on that side. But we had no one on that side through our spawn. He's seen it.
Moving.
Okay, now we actually have people pinging, which is good. And I'm playing like trash, man. I'm not gonna lie, but it's also my first game on. My brain hasn't like completely clicked on yet. Okay.
Won that round. Get ready for the next one.
So either a teammate won here, lost it, which I know we won. Okay, so the teammate in the bunker lost the gunfight. Yeah. Oh, that's me? Oh, nice. Okay, sweet. Actually, what I'll do for you is I'll go ahead and run it right now. So, if I do this, I will actually come up here and show you right quick. So, if I'm shooting back there, I'm actually able to counter the recoil, see? And, again, it is also a movement-based build, so I can... There you go, brother. Just figured I'd show you that right quick. I am going to go ahead and tap this once. Yep. But I'm also throwing it on the one that's supposed to have hair on it. So, yeah. The only thing I had to change, though, is I like the hair one, but I don't get the hair on my barrel. Hold on. I'm just going to push. Fuck it. He killed him there. He's probably going to rotate back. If I was a smart player, I'd rotate... Oh, no, he didn't rotate back. If I was... Okay, he's over there. So, if I was a... Oh, God, no. No, no, no. My movement almost got me thrown off the side of the cliff there. That would not have been good. Climb here. Climb up right here. Did he run back in? Because if I was... Oh, he... Wait. Yeah, he had to go back into the tunnel. Alright. I was going to say, if I was a good player, I would have went this way. Hi, bud. You ain't getting out of that. I did pleb. I did pleb. I missed a good amount of rounds there, but... There we go. So, yeah, it's actually pretty good weapon. As you can see, 0 recoil there, man. For just that range, which is, yeah, short range, but 0 recoil. I'm going to go back over to this, though, because I kind of want to get that camo you've seen on that gun over on my STG. So I'll have to use the STG to gain the XP for the STG, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, it's really darn good, mate. It's a good little build. If you want to use it, you can run it, or you can use your build. It's up to you, whichever one you're going to do. I'm going to try to Kobe this, because if you do it correctly... Okay, no one was there. Yeah, they didn't take the plane yet, either. Let's do that. I don't see anyone there or there. Oh, there's a guy. I turned just at last second just to watch him drop.
Good work.
There you go. See, okay, so not a bad team. I also didn't do too good because it is my first game on. I think the build I kind of want to get, that I've been trying to figure out on my own, but also if someone gave it to me, I'd love it, is the, what's the name of the gun? Hold on, I'll show you the gun while we're waiting on the next match to kind of find and start. So that way I can try to get a build for it, because I've been seeing people run it in kind of like Rebirth, and I died to it quick on Rebirth. We'll just show it to you on this one. Which, I can't remember if it's, no, it's an SMG, I think. Which is this right here. I've been seeing like an HMR9 build that has like the big mag on it, but has 0 recoil, ADS is quick, and kind of has movement. Is the build I've been trying to replicate, and I just have not done it yet. And that's what I kind of been trying to get, as well as that build. I do have a striker build already that actually feels kind of moderate. It's not the best build, but it feels moderate for my play style, which is this build here. Striker 9 is this setup here. And again, to show you my version of this was, is these attachments here. And that's what we just came out of the game on. With this, when you see me using it. But yeah, the camo I've been going for, which I named that bipolar, by the way, guys, but is this camo is what I'm trying to get on the STG. And to show I don't really use meta weapons as often as other people, you can see I'm just now getting up to this to earn it. I'm not even here, okay? Like, I just beat Obsidian and started moving over towards the other one to show that. So, I'm not someone who will quite frequent meta weapons at the beginning of the game. I will frequent them at the end of the game. Which also shows I'm a little bit more skillful player, because I actually like to utilize different utility. There we go. Oh, the Kobe almost got me. We both were smart Kobe players. Oh, yep, there's one in there. Oh, that's a knife. Oh my god, I almost got... Oh! There's another one. Let's see this. Oh, yeah, I didn't see him because I turned out last, and then right there's where I actually caught a glimpse of him. Superi. Hey, man, I almost died to that knife, though. I almost just set my... Like, when I sit there and shot and he got so close, I almost just set my controller down. Like, just go ahead and take it, brother. They make the knife way too OP in, like, Call of Duty. And I do mean that because you see how many bullets he ate. And bullets are actually going to come out with more impact power than a fist could ever do. Oh, yeah, it was very close. And that's the only thing I wish they would change about COD, man. Like, go back, like, I think it was... Oh, dude, what game was that, man? I played almost every Call of Duty, and I can't even remember the title that it was in. As the name. They made knives in that title where you have to, like, knife 2 times to kill someone. And I feel like that was more balanced, because I get, like, takedowns, right, being one. You sneak up behind someone, okay, maybe you do double the damage. But being right there in front of someone and just being able to slice someone, it should not one-tap. Especially if a gun, I'm shooting you. And a bulletproof vest is made for that to be hit.
Glitch does that.
Spear glitch? Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, a knife should not ever one-tap. Again, I feel like maybe sneak-ups or a takedown, like when you actually get the animation, like covering someone's mouth and like taking the blade across, like, we'll say their throat, or like you see the takedowns do, where the con kind of like hits them, slams them down, and throws them. I get that shouldn't really kill someone unless it's the height of the fall that kills them. But let's be honest, like, I understand that killing more than I do just someone slicing someone, because at the end of the day, if a bullet isn't gonna kill in one, there you go. Up in the window. Bottom window. I don't even see how you see me through the smoke, dude. I've barely seen your name tag. I think he just got the name tag earlier than I did. Yeah, he had to have. Which is crazy. I think about that amount of smoke should not create a name tag. Okay, I think that hit the ground like right at his feet. Brother said, I'm just gonna use a spear, man. He got knifed. There we go. So we're winning. We also only dropped 2 kills this time again. But yeah, it's like things I think that are minute that needs to be worked on in COD. Like any type of smoke at all should not cause a name tag. Like unless you can actually physically see me, it should not create a name tag. Because I think that's what just got me killed. Alright, because I seen the dude up top to the name tag before the grenade, and the grenade smoke, and then I popped out to check the bottom window, right? Seen his name tag appear, but I think he got it faster than I did mine. There is one down below. I heard him bust the door. Hold on, I had to...
Smoke users and camper are easier to kill though.
Oh, no, I'm saying, like, the smoke shouldn't do a name tag. Like, where I died at, if you watch how I died, there's a name tag there. Oh, dude, behind me. My teammate didn't push up with... What? Okay, yeah, no, he did not push up with me. Alright, that's oof. I might have to switch out to an actual, like, Superi for this. But it's also crazy they already brought a freaking riot shield. It's only, like, what, round 3? And they needed a riot. That's oof. Oh, yeah, my team nowhere was near me. I mean, I'm glad he's last alive, and he seems like he's a pretty okay player, but at the same time, it kind of knocks me in the head a bit, thinking, like, okay, maybe he's not that... Do I have the I have all the weapons. Bro, I'm like level 1. If you mean, like, a good build for it, I think I have a moderate build, but if you're talking about just, like, have it unlocked, bro, I have everything unlocked. I'm level 1000, brother, so I have everything, even the Modern Warfare 2 stuff unlocked. As you can see, cast off 545, the cast off 762.
Okay, I can make 0 recoil.
Yeah, I can too. Plus, I think the cast off gets a thing for, what's it called? We'll do this. I actually just got lucky there. We're gonna do this, so that way the throwing knife won't hit me. Make sure there's no sniper. We're gonna do that just to make sound. Maybe he'll run by me. Yeah, he did.